Hey, what's up everybody? This is Jumpin here. This is going to be episode 10 of my series that is Fun with Guns, where you pick the gun and I pretty much use it and I tell you what I think of it. And Alright, so today I'm going to be using the N7 Eagle. Yes, I am a part of the Eagle 3 club, unfortunately. I've got this weapon now 3 times and that is awesome. Definitely out of all the N7 weapons, this is my least favorite. Okay, so the attachments I'm going to recommend is going to be extended barrel and either piercing or extended magazine. I personally like extended magazine, especially for this build, which is going to be the Turian Soldier. Unfortunately, I promoted this guy, so he was only level 1. But for my equipment, I'm going to be using armor piercing 2, adrenaline 3, pistol round 3, and then the new shield booster 1, which is going to give you 10% more shields. Okay, so I'm going to start this video a little bit into it. Unfortunately, I could not get my recording working properly in this this particular time, so I started this at the beginning of wave 3. I was level 20 or 19 when I did this gameplay, but right after I got done with the gameplay, like an idiot, I accidentally promoted. I do forget to do I always forget to show the build before I promote sometimes, so that was very unfortunate because but I will put a link in the annotations and in the description leading to a video of pretty much the same thing, the same build for this Turian Soldier. The only difference between that and this is that I used the proximity mine on this guy as a debuff power only, meaning that pretty much I go for radius and then damage taken, and I believe I go for recharge speed, just so I can spam the power more if I just want to use it as a debuff. I believe the Turian Soldier is really meant to just be a weapons-like character, meaning that you're just going to use your weapon primarily, to get most of your kills and not your powers, or you don't really rely on your powers. So that's pretty much the general idea. And fortunately in this gameplay, we actually have I think 3 GAF infiltrators playing with me. So everyone's using proximity mine. So once we hit everything with proximity mine, it's going to stack and just do an insane amount of extra debuffing damage to the enemies. Alright, so let me go ahead and get right into this gun and how I feel about it. Like I was saying earlier, out of all the 4 N7 weapons that are special from the combination packs, the Eagle is hands down my least favorite one, more than likely. The reason for this is just because this gun really has a ridiculously low power on it. After using it, I guess it's kind of okay on a Turian Soldier, because you can really turn this thing into a nice little machine gun in a way, almost like an SMG. But the thing is about it is that when you actually look at the damage on it compared to other guns, I believe that after a recent buff, and I actually hate one thing about this map I want to say real quick is I hate the new maps. I don't hate the new maps. I just hate the fact that every time I play on a new map, especially against Reapers, I always, for some reason, back up into walls and stuff. And right here, I'm gonna go down. I'll accidentally, because I don't know the map layout perfect, so I'll try to back up to get away from a Banshee or a Brute, and I'll instead of backing up, I'll back up right into a wall and get caught in the wall, and either get grabbed or get hit or whatever, and it sucks. So, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are in my boat when it comes down to that. But like I was saying, is that pretty much the way that this gun is that its DPS is extremely low. So if you were going to stack this, they recently updated this gun and made it just a tad stronger. It used to be literally the Predator pistol was actually had a higher DPS than this gun, which is very pathetic, being that that is the starting pistol and a very weak pistol on top of that. So that's very crazy that this gun was that bad. But after the buff, they actually made it so that I believe that this gun has potential to have as much DPS as the Phalanx pistol. But once again, the Phalanx pistol is another gun that is extremely underused and underpowered. It's not a very good gun. I mean, it's an okay gun, and this is a okay gun. But when you play this game, do you really want to just play with the okay guns, or do you want to play with good guns? And that's just something you gotta think about. And that's the way I feel about this gun, is that why would I want to use this when there's the Carnifex or the Paladin or even freaking the Phalanx? well, or any other gun. Like, honestly, the only thing that is really nice about this gun that I really do enjoy is the fact that when you shoot this gun, because it's fully automatic and it's almost like a machine gun, you can just hold down the trigger. So it's not like a non-stop tapping of the trigger. And you know, it's like the lazy. You can think. I would call this gun like the lazy man's gun. You know, when you just want to like play with this and, you know, have fun and use a Turian soldier or whatever, that's what I would highly recommend to use it on. But you don't want to pull the trigger, just want to kind of hold down the trigger and like let it rip. This is pretty much the gun for you. Now, you know, are you going to kill things, you know, very easily and quickly? Probably not. Would this gun be extremely efficient on bronze? Most definitely. Would this gun be pretty good on silver? Probably. On gold, it's okay. Like, as you can see in this gameplay, it's not going to do absolutely god-awful, but that's mainly, I would say, because I'm using it, and I'm trying to use it as effectively as possible, where, if you're a person who maybe couldn't, you know, play with this gun as effectively as I am, then yeah, this is definitely not a gun that I would not recommend this gun. You know, that's just how I feel about this gun. So, like, alright, let me go ahead and tell you a little about the stats on this gun, and what's good and what's bad about it. The first thing is the stats. The power on this gun is actually, like I said, extremely low. Its DPS is extremely, like, laughable in a way compared to other guns, and it was probably the weakest gun in the game for a very long time until they recently updated it. So, that being said, like, the power still, though, even with the update, just cannot stack up and compare, because somebody died. I don't know why that always happens, guys, but it does. But anyway, like I was saying, so, you know, when you stack this gun against any other gun, like, it will lose out, like, you know, when it comes down to, like, you know, like, literally in this gameplay, I believe I'm competing against 3 Talon Geth infiltrator builds. 3 Talon Geth infiltrators. So for me to even attempt to keep up is very difficult, just because, you know, it takes me like a lot of bullets to kill one enemy, where it takes them like 1 or 2 bullets. So it's very unfair, like, you know, it's very unfair, like, competition of the pistols here. Like, we have a very overpowered, very great pistol versus a very underpowered and not so great pistol. So it's pretty much like what you will see throughout this gameplay. Like I said, fortunately, just because of, like, you know, I in this gameplay I do use this pistol very effectively. But like I said, it's just, if you're not able to use it as effectively, then yeah, you're just not going to have fun with this gun. It's just not going to kill, and you're just going to be racking up assists the whole time, and that's pretty much what's going to happen. Now, let me go and tell you about a little bit about the other stats. The fire rate on this gun is extremely good, probably the best out of every pistol. In fact, I'm pretty confident that it is. You know, it does have obviously the most, you know, the highest fire rate of all the pistols. And with marksman, as you can see, it literally becomes a machine gun in a lot of ways, or an SMG. So that's really cool and a really unique thing about this gun, and I kind of like that. The other thing is that its clip size is by default not so great. It only has 24 bullets, so if you're going to try a Turian Soldier Eagle build like this, you definitely need extended magazine, just because, like, you know, you're going to constantly be reloading if you do not have the extended mag. It's just what will happen. Right here I'm going to go and rocket this group. I thought that might be a kill streak, but either way, this gun is just way too weak for me to be trying to, you know, like, fight all those big enemies like brutes and ravagers. I was not going to be able to kill them quickly at all, so I had to do something right there. Alright, so pretty much like I said, so the fire rate is very good, and because of that, you will definitely need extended magazine. But unfortunately, if you ever have to use extended magazine and extended barrel on a gun, more than likely you're going to want to put armor-piercing ammo on. And that's kind of an unfortunate thing. Now, if you were to use this, if you didn't care about the whole reloading thing, because, you know, reloading is just more of a pain than it is like, you know, it really just is a pain. Like, I mean, it's probably, it's not really that bad. This gun doesn't really, its reload time is it's okay. It's not like the greatest, but it's also not that bad. So reloading it really wouldn't be too bad of an issue. But at the same time, like, you know, you just have to deal with it. So, you know, you could put piercing on this gun as a mod and then use, you know, whatever ammo you want to use. I would recommend probably incendiary ammo, something along those lines for extra DPS and just more damage, things like that. So, you know, that would definitely help you out with a gun like this. So that's just something to think about, something you can maybe try. But yeah, so the fire rate, like I said, I do think the fire rate is good, and the ammo size with extended magazine is extremely good, but not without it. So that's pretty much it. The weight on the gun, unfortunately, the weight on this gun is like, well, the weight on this gun is probably extremely good, and this is going to be one massive kill streak right here. But yeah, the weight on this gun is probably extremely good at level 10. But unfortunately, at low level, like level 1 and 2 and 3, it's actually not going to be 200% on most, you know, most characters. On this particular one, it's 200% because the Turian soldier has extra weight, and Turians in general have extra weight. So, you know, but on other characters, yeah, you potentially will not have 200%, and that's just kind of like laughable because, you know, when it comes down to it, let's say you're using an engineer or something and you want a high recharge rate, the best gun probably to use would be the Carnifex. It gives you really good damage, really good like piercing and power, and, you know, it's just a way better gun, and you'll have 200% with that gun, where with this gun you really won't. So, like, that's a kind of a downside to the gun. Like, but, you know, the weight will never be that, like, you know, overwhelming because it's a pistol and it's meant to, like, be very, like, light. So, you know, like, overall the weight, I guess, is good, but, you know, you just got to take into account the different levels of the gun and how difficult this gun will be to get to level 10. And even if you could get this level, you know, get this gun to level 10, do you really want to get this gun to level 10? Because the honest God truth of the matter is that I would never want this gun to 10, because I would never use this gun. Like, this is probably going to be the only, this is literally the first time, well, this particular, you know, routine of me playing, I used this gun like 3 times just to, like, level this guy up and also get used to this gun for this video. But before that, I never used the Eagle once, because I knew how bad it was, you know, like, I've always heard it was extremely bad. I've seen people use it and just, you know, bitch and moan and complain. Now this guy's gonna rush the crap out of me right here. Really annoying, because then he ends up killing me. But yeah, you know, some enemies just do that. It's so stupid. Alright, so yeah, like I was saying, like, the weight is kind of like whatever, and then, you know, pretty much outside of that, like, that's, you know, the accuracy on it isn't that good either, to be honest. Like, the accuracy on this gun is actually not that great. This is a kind of close-range pistol. That's how you have to think of it, because it has machine gun-like qualities to it. So it does have spread to it. And the other thing going in with accuracy that makes this gun, like, kind of, like, ridiculous at times, and I don't like this about this gun, and I think, like, this is kind of a bad rocket right here. One thing I really hate about this gun is that it has, like, recoil. And, you know, it does have machine gun properties, like I said. And right here, I believe this is going to be another pretty awesome kill streak. But yeah, you know, it has recoil because it's, like, you know, it's a machine gun. It has machine gun-like qualities to it. But unfortunately, it has recoil. And when I say it has recoil, like, it can be, it's not like, it's really not as bad as, like, a gun like the Hurricane or a gun like the Hornet, but it's definitely there, and it can mess up your aim. So outside of a Turian, like, you know, you're going to have, like, kick with this gun. It's going to kick. With a Turian, it will not kick whatsoever, for real. So that's a good thing. Like, right here, you see no recoil just because I am a Turian. You guys, you got to remember that. A lot of people always, like, wonder, like, why certain guns like the Hurricane or, you know, the Hornet has no kick. Like, if you watch a video of mine, the reason why is that most of the time when they don't have a kick is because I'm a Turian. People don't, like, I guess some people don't think about that or know that. So yeah, you know, just try to remember that, guys. And then the other thing too is that, you know, so this gun has kick, like I said. It actually does have a kick to it, which is really dumb in a lot of ways. So, like, if you're gonna try to use this on anything outside of a Turian, you might literally need the stability equipment just to keep this thing, like, you know, steady enough to hit enemies. So, I mean, I don't know, like, when it comes down to it, like I said, the accuracy really just isn't that great because it has a spread to the bullets that will make you miss a lot of bullets, and it has recoil that can mess up your aim. So, you know, that's another stat that really isn't so great on this gun. But yeah, alright. So, overall though, what I would give this gun as a gun rating, I believe that I would give this gun maybe a 2. Like, and I'm only going to give it a 2 because, like, you know, here's the thing about this gun is that I'm only going to give this gun a 2 because it would have been a 1 before the update. So it gets one more point because now they've updated the power on it a little bit. But this gun needs a lot of work. This gun should be as powerful per bullet as the Hurricane, or really stronger. It should be better, well, not better than the Hurricane necessarily, but it should be, at least the bullets should be stronger. Now right here I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna get myself up and pretty much run away. Yeah, but like I was saying, like the Hurricane does like 103 damage per bullet. This gun does like 67 or something at level 1. I don't really know. But, you know, like, that's ridiculous, because the Hurricane shoots, like, you know, a million times, like, you know, faster. So, you know, it's really, really unfortunate, how this gun really plays out. So, alright, you know, this wave is definitely going to be one wave where we're going to have some trouble. You know, I really kind of enjoy this map. It's just, like, I think this map's, scenery is very nice. And it's kind of a change of pace because, you know, it's just fun to play on the new maps, honestly. You know, and unfortunately my buddy Flipper here is just going to get wrecked because he just went down in a very bad spot, and he's a Gamp infiltrator, and he just can't get the hell out of there. We literally ran back over here just to try to help him out, but as you can see, he cannot survive whatsoever, unfortunately. But you know, when you're using this gun, there's too many times where you will feel like, oh my god, this is taking so long to kill something. Like, if you fight, and that was a really, like, that was a pro dodge right there. That's what my buddy who was watching me play said, like, because that was pretty sick how I got on the wall. But, yeah, that's the thing, like, yeah, you know, sometimes when you're shooting something, especially by yourself, like, a lot of this gameplay will be me shooting things, but, you know, it was all, yeah, I'm going to get wrecked right here and have to get myself up. But, you know, a lot of this will be like me shooting things with my teammates and them proximity mine, you know, using proximity mine as well, helping me out. Where if I was to do this by myself and to shoot, like, let's say a brute by myself, it takes me like quite a while. Same with Ravengers and such. And, you know, if I'm at a further range, I'm going to missing bullets, and it's going to also take me longer to kill enemies because of those aspects. So, you know, yeah, it's just a couple things like I don't know, guys. A lot of people, I guess, who voted for this gun, and in a lot of ways, I feel like it was kind of a joke. I don't really think a lot of people really wanted to see this gun for Fun with Guns, but more or less just wanted to see me use it. So, I mean, it's cool, guys. I will do anything for Fun with Guns. So, of course, go ahead and leave your comment. Tell me what you want to see. The only thing I have to say, because I know this is going to get really, really, really annoying, is that I do not have the Cerberus Harrier. I do not have the new assault rifle, unfortunately. So, you know, please do not vote for that gun. Like, I will try to put that somewhere in this video to, like, remind you guys, I do not have the Cerberus Harrier. Like, you know, that happened with the Indra when that gun came out. It took me a long time to get that gun, and people just consistently kept voting for the Indra. Like, that's the only gun they wanted to see, and I didn't have the gun. So, you know, this once again, this is a gun. The Harrier is a gun I do not have. So please do not vote for it. That I would appreciate that, because if you do, it's kind of a waste of a vote, because I won't be able to, more than likely. And if I do get the gun, I will let you guys know. Of course, I will let you know I got the Harrier, and more than likely, I will just come out with a video. Just like I did with the Rieger carbine, just like I did with the new sniper rifle. I can never remember the name of that gun. But yeah, you know, if I get the gun, I will bring out a gameplay, or I will let you know. So just, you know, just stay tuned, I guess. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about this gameplay again. Alright, so this is wave 10. We got devices. Luckily, we have had really no problem getting the devices. You know, and at this point, like right here, you know, we're just trying to clear out this room. You know, you will like deal with a lot. It will take you a long time to kill brutes with a gun like this. So you really have to like you know, try to stay with your teammates, get a little bit of support. Like it's nothing's never wrong with getting support from your teammates. You know, like just like they rely on me for support, I rely on them for support, and you know, it just is all about helping each other out and working together. That's pretty much the point of a team-based game. So like right here, I remember that I was like, you know, hey guys, I'm bringing a Banshee in this room. Please, let's kill it. Like, you know, let's go ahead and kill it. I get a little distracted right here on this Ravager, but then yeah, as of right now, we're going to go ahead and get on this Banshee and pretty much just you know, kill it. So that's you know, that's pretty much the point here. So I mean, I don't know, guys. Like I said, definitely leave me a vote for a gun that you want to see. Hopefully, there's still going to be plenty of guns out there that you do want to see. I will do any gun that I haven't already done. You know, there's been 10 episodes of this now, so I'm like really glad I was able to, you know, do 10 episodes, because I never thought the series was going to make it past like episode 3, to be quite honest. But yeah, you know, so like, you know, I really appreciate, you know, you guys supporting this series and supporting, like, you know, by commenting and thumbing up like all the guns you want to see, and you know, I will continue it as long as I can. My other series, Raging with Randoms, will return sometime soon. I don't know when. I took a break off of all the series just because of, like, pretty much, you know, with the Fun with Guns. Last week I was doing a lot of videos with the new DLC stuff, and now, like, you know, this week right now, like, and same with the Raging with Randoms, I canceled that just because, you know, all my videos are really just dedicated to new DLC stuff, and I still have yet to come out with a Quarry Mail Engineer video, which I will, believe me, I will come out with one. You know, I don't even know how I even want to play with him yet. I've actually never played with the Quarry Mail Engineer yet, just because if I'm going to use a Quarry Mail now, I just feel that, you know, why not go ahead and use, you know, why not just go ahead and use the Infiltrator, because his cloak is going to be, you know, a million times better than the Incinerate. So, right here, we're pretty much swarmed and screwed. I'm just kind of running around doing my own thing, just trying to stay alive and, you know, like, just get to the LC in the end. Like, that's kind of the point. But, you know, so I don't know, like, I'm just, you know, sometimes you just have to do that. You just gotta, like, run around the map to just stay alive, because if you're swarmed, like, you know, you just gotta do what you gotta do to survive. So that's pretty much like, you know, the point. Alright guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Unfortunately, like I said, I had to start a little bit late. But I don't know, it might have been kind of a good thing. There was really no point to see the first 2 waves. The first 2 waves really weren't nothing, as you guys may know, is that, you know, wave 1 and 2 is normally not a big deal to skip. So maybe in the future I might start to skip a couple waves here and there. It just depends on how I feel about it. But yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, please like, please subscribe. You know, be sure to tell me what gun you want to see, and we will continue this series as long as possible. But besides that, guys, have a nice day.